Good morning. This is Miss Lena from her kitchen. So this morning, hello family, how you doing today? Hope everybody's well. I'm getting ready to prepare my Sunday meal, my Sunday dinner rather. So what I'm going to do, today I'm fixing dressing, and I'm going to start with homemade cornbread by itself. And I will be using, these are items that I'll be using in my cornbread. So it's kind of hard for me to find the yellow meal. So now I have a Martha White, the self-rising yellow meal. So I will be using, all right, to start with, I have like 3 cups of milk, 2 cups of flour, of all-purpose flour, and I have 4 eggs, and 2 cups of milk. So I'm going to be pouring in, the first I will be doing, since I'm using self-rising, I will be putting my, the milk ingredients in first, okay? Okay, I'm going to be putting in, okay, I can put in my oil, which is this is a half cup of oil. Now this is enough for a half cup of my vegetable oil, okay? So with the vegetable oil, I'll be adding all of my wet ingredients, which is 2 cups of milk, okay? All right. All right, then I have 4 eggs. I'm going to beat them all up together. And after I get them beat up together and blend it in, then I'll be adding my dry ingredients, okay? Okay, so now I'm ready to start adding my dry ingredients, okay? So this is my meal. I'm going to add a little bit of that at a time, okay? And I'll add my flour. I'll probably add all the flour at one time, and then I'll come back and add the rest of the meal. Okay. Okay, I had to add 1 more cup of milk, and they said in this one you have to, if it will tell you, it will tell you the ingredients, because sometimes the milk can be pretty heavy, and so can the flour. So I had to add another cup of milk. I'm sorry, to make this where I can get it out of here. So if you're cooking with your cornbread like that, and if it's too hard, if it's too thick, add just a little bit more milk or water, whatever you want to use. But I prefer milk. So now, I'm getting ready to put the cornbread in the oven. So I'll be back shortly when it gets ready. Make your dressing. Okay. Boy, it's smoking hot. You all know this is some pretty cornbread. Very pretty.
And I need to give me a little more piece. It's good. Look at here. Every time I try to grab a piece, she moves it. So good.
I had a little bit of old cornbread left also, and I have it at the bottom of this one, okay? Okay, I've put my homemade cornbread into the bowl. So now I had some more bread that I had left. And this is very hot, but I'm going to try to finish warming it up before I start putting my broth on it. And I'll show you all the other items, the ingredients that I'll be using in this cornbread, okay? This is a very good cornbread. Very, very good.
Cheers, I can't hardly stop eating it.
You can eat the cornbread for you by yourself without the dressing, to tell you the truth. Without the ingredients in it for the dressing. Because it's so good. You can just see the texture, the yellowness and the color of it. The texture means a whole lot when you're making the dressing out of your cornbread. And it's once if you get this kind of texture in your cornbread, you know the dressing has to be delicious. What I'm getting ready to do now. Okay. Now on this dressing that I'm making today, I have I'm using just a very little bit of I have some what you call the cornbread flavor, and I also have a turkey flavor. So on the cornbread flavor, I'm going to use 1/2 of the box, okay? You can get this at any store, but this what I'm using today came from Always. So. I can't give me that stuff. Can't even get it open. Everything has so much. Ooh, I just can't even open it anymore. So, all right. Now this cornbread mix, it has your flavor also. So that's why I don't have to use a lot of salt, because it's just like your homemade cornbread. It's like cornbread with a lot of. It has a little sage. All this stuff is already in it. All your seasoning is in it. So okay, I'm using the cornbread. Then I'm going to use a little bit of the turkey bread also. So I'm going to put this one back, and I'm going to put the turkey flavor in there also. So the turkey flavor will add to the cornbread flavor, and I will be putting in my other ingredients, which will be my same ingredients that I use all the time. So I'm hoping that you all will notice this, because this is very important, that all this mixture will come together for you. And you don't have to put a lot, because this will be your seasoning for everything. So I'm using 1/2 of this one and 1/2 of the other one. Okay? And that's all I need to do, is to put, because I'll have my turkey flavor in there also. Okay? So now I'm getting rid of this. I'm going to put that to the back. All right, I'm going to kind of blend this in together.
Y'all, if y'all want to use sage and portrait season, just put it in there and without the negative comments. We'll really appreciate it. My mother is allergic to sage, so she can't.
But this is already has everything in it. Once you use the stuffing, I add my garlic powder, which I'll be adding about in here. So I really kind of use what I think I need for this amount of dressing that I'm cooking. This is the garlic powder. Okay. I don't have to have a lot because everything is already pretty well seasoned. So I'm using about 1/4. Just a little bit of complete. I don't have to have very much of that either. So I just kind of put it in according to what I need, because once I put in the stuffing mix along with my regular cornbread, this does all of it for me. And so I'm adding my little onion powder. I don't have to use very much of this also. And so now I'm loose a little bit of black pepper. I don't need very much black pepper either, because okay. So now I'm getting ready to add my chicken. I'm sorry, but the soup's in there. So I'm going to add just a little bit of this is a condensed cream chicken soup, okay? And this is a very good cream soup.
It really is. It's
very good. And it's made made by the Latter Day Church of Latter Day Saints that's made in Salt Lake City, Utah. So y'all that live in Salt Lake City, Utah, if you have an option to get this, please try it because it is so good.
It's very good.
And this will really season it. But if you don't, I don't know where to tell you to find it. I really don't. But I wish I did. Where to tell you to find it. So
that's the name.
You
of
might
the
have to look it up on your.
It's very good. Cream of chicken soup, very good.
Cause it's made on their farm, so therefore it's so good until you would, if you ever use it, I think you would never stop. Cause it's so good. Now this broth that I have made is made out of, I cooked my turkey and I made the broth myself. So I'm not using broth. I'm using my own broth that I get out of turkey and out of some chicken that I cooked overnight and to get the broth so I can have a real good tasting broth, okay? I'm going to try to get it mixed up. I may have to use more, but right now I'm going to try to see how far this will go. And then I'm going to, I have some pieces of chicken that I have cut up already to put in here. Boy, this dressing smells so good. And I haven't even got to the conclusion of it. It just, I could just start eating it out of the pan right now while I'm mixing it together. How's the flavor from the chicken, cream of chicken soup, as well as the broth that I have made my own self. So, I can just tell it's just going to be good. This is almost like a Christmas smell or holiday smell.
She's using 4 cups of broth.
Okay.
So far.
All right. I'm just trying to get it all mixed up real good. Now, I will be pouring my chicken that have been cut up. I had some parts of the chicken has been cut up. So I'm adding that to the dressing also.
It's like 2 thighs and 2 legs.
All right, 2 thighs and 2 legs. They were cut in small pieces. So this is very good. I know this will start your holiday. And to make up your mind what you might want to prepare for your holiday coming up. So I wanted to get a head start so you guys could see what it takes and what I'm doing, that you might be able to start early and use what I'm doing if you would like to, because it's so good. And it's I think you will really, really enjoy what I'm doing. So now I'm putting in my onions and bell peppers have been, and celery has been sauteed. All right.
There's 5 sticks of celery, whole bell pepper, and whole onion.
Okay. So I'm coming back. Okay. So now I'm going to be putting the rest of my chicken soup in. It's so good, I don't want to lose a bit of it. Okay, I'm adding the onion soup. What did I do with the box? Adding the onion soup mixed to it. All right. To pour my dressing into the pan right now.
And how much chicken broth did you end up? The turkey broth.
I started off with 4 cups, and I had to do another 2 more cups, which made 6 cups of broth, so it wouldn't be so dry.
And
I add an extra can of cream of mushroom soup also. So that means 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup.
She'll be back once it's cooked, once it's done. Thank you.
Okay, I'm getting ready to make my gravy. So what I'm going to do, I've got my butter melted, okay? So now I'm going to be putting in just a little bit of flour. And I'm going to put in my garlic powder. Okay. A little black pepper. All right. This is 1/4 cup. 1/4 cup of flour. This might not be enough. Let me see. I may have to add a little bit more flour because I'm trying to make enough to last for a couple of days. So enough gravy to last for a couple of days because we like a lot of gravy. So this is another 1/4. So that's 2/4 cups. That's about half of a cup, really. In the bottom of your skillet, this is the same skillet that I did my I sauteed my onions and bell peppers in. So if you see anything in the bottom of it, there might be a little bit of onions and a bell pepper in the bottom, because that still helps to give it flavor if you use the same skillet. It's already been flavored. Let me strain over there. There's an onion that was left in here after the sauteing of the skillet, so I always remember, if we don't want it in there, take it out, but I left it in because it still helps to season the gravy. Because I can strain it out when I get ready to put it in a dish, a bowl.
No need to strain it. That would make it good.
Hmm.
I said no need to strain it. That was make it.
No, it keeps it. Yeah. It keeps the flavor there. So.
And I like onions.
Most everybody does. So I just said if they don't want it in there, they can. If they just want it smooth, But a lot of time people don't have it smooth, because when you usually finish it, they usually used to cut up eggs in the gravy also, boiled eggs. But I never did lately. So come on now, gravy. I'm gonna cut it up and burn. I don't want it to burn. It's all? Okay.
Okay, she added some water in the chicken broth, y'all. I'm sorry, the camera wasn't on. I thought the camera was on. Anyway, she already added a chicken broth, her turkey broth she made from scratch, and she added half a bottle of water.
Okay. All right. I put just a little bit more. A little bit more water. Because I don't want this quite this thick.
Sorry y'all about that. You get tired, you forget stuff.
Okay. So now.
And if you want to add boiled eggs and all that to yours, you can. We just don't put it in there. That's your choice to do. She's just showing you how she made her gravy.
All right, so the gravy is ready. I'm going to pour it in a bowl, and I'll be back just a minute. Okay, this is the finishing touches of my my homemade dressing with cornbread. All right, I'm going to put just a little bit of gravy over it. It has chicken intents all on the inside. And I'm going to taste it for you. It smells so good, and it's really moist. Thank you. It's delicious. It's bam bam. Really good. If you try it, you will like it. It's a head start getting ready for the holidays. And I will be bringing more, you guys. So much, okay? And this is my Sunday dinner with the homemade dressing. And I will come back from each month with another version all the way until the Thanksgiving holidays. I don't know. Maybe another one next week. I don't know. But I have so many of them. I'm just trying to tip them out to try to see which one might be your favorite. Thank you so much. With all my love from Miss Lena's Kitchen. Thank you. Bye from Miss Lena's Kitchen with all my love. Have a blessed day and a blessed week ahead. From Miss Lena's Kitchen. From